What's good? It's your boy Fannon. What's happening? What's blazing in sports? What's going on with you, man? How you feeling this morning? Actually got a chance this morning to listen to Trail Boxing Talk, which I don't get a chance to until a later portion, but continue the conversation with the Danny Garcia, Terence Crawford, man. That was a good conversation. What's going on, though, man? We'll wait for some people to come in. Running a little bit behind. I was doing a survey for our energy company called right at the end of Trail Boxing Talk. And, people will call in, they get paid for the number. They get paid and their performance relies on people answering, actually talking to them. So I needed to make sure I did that, man. Try to get somebody a blessing this morning. Wow. What's good, man? Real Talk 90. What's the damn deal with you, man? And Michael Johnson, always a pleasure to see you, sir. Always a pleasure to see you. So, man, Terence Crawford got to lay in that bed he made, man. These cats are not going to be trying to fight him, man. They're not with no $3 million offered, man. Carl Phillips, what's going on, man? Tony Snowflakes, what's good? Cool Key, what's going on, man? How you feeling? He said, HU, what's good? HU? You ain't for Howard, are you? Shout out to them Bison if you are, but what's good with you, man? Yeah, man, they're not going to do that, man. I mean, I was like, they made him $3 million offer. $3 million, he probably already makes that. And he's going to lose that fight. Why wouldn't he take 2 fights for more money than see if he can get a rematch with Keith Thurman? That's a fight that the dude wants, and that's going to pay more money. And he got a chance to win it. I mean, it's oh, yeah, he said, of course, that's what's up. That's what's up. What's going on, Lowland Prophecy? Salute for 9. I'm in your country. Oh, that's what's up. Are you coming to see the fight? You going to see the fight? Man, it's Terence Crawford. Hey, look, man, it's going to be tough on him getting a good fight, man. I told you, Terence Crawford fans, which I am one, it's going to be difficult for you cats to get to see a good Terence Crawford fight at 147 pounds. He chose to take that money, and I don't blame him for taking that money. But man, you're going to have to really come off some dough to get those cats to go over there, man. $3 million, I'm not believing it, man. Lowland Prophet said, in Florida at the moment, heading to LA tomorrow. Man, dog. Good, enjoy yourself, man. Watch him, Agba. What it do? What's going on, man? Sugar Fantastic said, still not getting alerts. What's up, everybody? Hey, man, hit unsubscribe and then resubscribe and hit get all notifications, man. See if that'll work, man. See if that'll work. Because it's crazy, man. I don't know what they're doing, man. This thing must be like, they must have their notification system set for people that do like a video a week, or a video a month. And that way you get the notifications. There's a lot of people I ask for all the notifications for and I don't get them. Oh, for alerts, check your spam. Oh, okay. Is that it? I thought, man, crazy. Comes to both. Okay. What is that? Off kilter? Oh, I like that, man. What's going on? Dude, off kilter. Did you change your name? You got that Wu-Tang symbol, which I recognize from somebody else. And I don't think it was off kilter. What's going on, man? Okay. Sugar Fantastic said, okay, you got it. Cool. What's going on, Marquise Johnson? Royal Kabash, Junior the Truth in the building. What's going on, man? Michael James 616 and General Squirrels, D-Dap. What's going on, man? Jay Good. Always a pleasure to see you, Jay Good and Frank's party. Carly Crush. So why y'all keep talking about Kell Brook? I don't even know who Terence Crawford is going to be able to fight, man. Oh, Gabby Blanc, you think Danny's going to take the fight? Hell no. Danny Garcia is not taking that fight. Why would he? $3 million when he's already getting that to fight somebody else? No, he's not going to. He's already demonstrated that he ain't necessarily just going to go and do the shit for the belt. He didn't have a belt and he wouldn't fight Errol Spence. He can still get that. He can still get that. He just came off of 2 out of 3 losses. Check Adrian Bronner's record, man. How many losses does Adrian Bronner have? And Adrian Bronner probably Adrian Bronner probably makes more money than that. You're not going to get Adrian Bronner to do that for $3 million, man. And Adrian Bronner's had a whole bunch of losses. It's either that or they're all scared of Crawford. Hey, I don't think that it could be both. It doesn't have to be either. It could be both. It could be both. But, I mean, I'm not going to say it's both. I don't know what it is. But I know this. I just did a video. And what's going on, Justin Marsh? Much love in the super chat. Thank you, sir. It's just the same thing that. What do you think about Michael B. Jordan and Roy Jones, Fannon? You think they'll do this sideshow? Hell no, dude. That dude get killed, man. Michael B. Jordan will get murdered. Roy Jones Jr. will kill that dude. That dude ain't no boxer, man. And Roy Jones ain't that old. Roy Jones Jr. just had some fights. Hey, Ashley's Corner, what's going on with you, my lady? How are you? Maybe I was thinking about you. Somebody I ain't seen in the channel in a while. Also, 1-2. I haven't seen 1-2 in a long time. Carly Crush said Danny wants 6 to take that ass whooping. Look, man. First of all, Danny Garcia ain't never really been one to take fights that he doesn't think he can win. Okay, if he thinks he got a shot to win the fight, he'll take the fight. He'll take the fight. If he doesn't think he has a chance to win the fight, I don't see him taking the fight. But Terence Crawford should have seen this coming. Terence Crawford should have seen it coming. I saw it coming. You saw it coming. But we're gonna have people talk a long time for years. I mean, for several years, the next 3-4 years, about how everybody's avoiding Terence Crawford because he's not going to get those fights, man. Because they already got 3 other dudes whose profiles are about the same as Terence Crawford, man. You're gonna want to have Terence Crawford get the fight because you think Terence Crawford's the most skilled, but his profile is about the same as 4 other welterweights. So, he'll be avoided until, hey, man, maybe if he has a breakout fight and, he does a pay-per-view against somebody and really people can start getting $6-7 million a fight to fight him, then everybody will run over there to do it. I have a feeling that after this Terence Crawford, after Errol Spence Jr. Mikey Garcia fight, that Errol Spence Jr. might be in a situation if that pay-per-view does really well for everybody to want to fight him, right? Because he would have proven that he can sell like that, and then other people want to fight him. But these cats didn't want to fight Errol Spence. He's with the PBC. Why would they be in a hurry to fight? Why would they be in a hurry to fight Terence Crawford? But Terence, like I said, I'm going to tell you, say it again. Terence Crawford took the money. Terence Crawford took the money. What's going on, 78 Sports TV in the building? What's good, sir? Terence Crawford took the money, and he should have taken the money. I'd take the money. $3.56 million for anybody that you fight. I'd take the money, dude. I'd take the money. But it's going to be tough. To make an argument for guys with basically the same profile to take the same money to fight him for the same belt. WBO versus WBC versus IBF versus WBA. I mean, this guy is going to have to do something to really make it like extra worth their while for them to do it, man. You know what I mean? And the fact that he's the best fighter in the world is not enough in boxing. Otherwise, everybody would have been running to fight Andre Ward. And Andre Ward, man, if Gennady Golovkin would have went up to 168 to fight Andre Ward, but he wouldn't do it, Rather watch 160 than welter these days. I don't know, man. Ty Legacy, they're about what, dude? Them 160, they got 4 dudes with belts there too. Or 3 guys with belts there. 1 guy with 2. Everybody else with 3 guys with 1 guy with 2, 2 guys with 1. And we'll see if they fight each other too. They are all following the Floyd. Live Live said they're all following the Floyd blueprint with Al Heyman. I don't know. I don't know if that's the Al Heyman. I don't know if that's the Al Heyman blueprint. I don't know. Because relative to Terence Crawford, I don't know. It just seems to me like he's just somebody who can he has a chance to beat everybody. And for like Danny Garcia probably wants Keith Thurman. You know, he wants a rematch with Sean Porter. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Terence Crawford's I think it's just going to be a tough sell. I think it's a tough sell. And in the video that I did, man, I remember when somebody remind me, man, whether it was Sean Porter who said this or whether it was Andre Berto that said this. But Terence Crawford was in the locker room for after the Andre Ward versus Sergey Kovalev fight. And it might have been Andre Berto, but I can't remember if it was Andre Berto or if it was Sean Porter, that you could hear him in the background talking. And he said it wasn't the purpose of the video, but they had the tape rolling. And Terence Crawford was talking to Sean Porter, and Sean Porter said to him, and I'm pretty sure it was Sean Porter, not Andre Berto, but he said, look, it's not that people don't want to fight you. They just don't want to put up with the bullshit. I mean, literally told Terence Crawford, and this is before he re-signed, it's not that the people don't want to fight you. They don't want to put up with the bullshit from Bob Arum. That's what he said. And I mean, people don't like to work with Bob Arum, man. People don't like to work with Bob Arum. But hey, man, it is what it is. Hopefully they'll make these fights, man. CMJ Dog said, why is the champion targeting a guy coming off of 2 L's? If GGG or AJ tried that shit, would smash on him. CMHJ Dog, look. All right, man. I don't know, man. Look, I don't want to this is tough on me because I don't want to be the guy, dude. I don't want to be the guy to keep smashing on Terence Crawford. I'm sick of it, seriously. Because it's hard for me. It's hard to continually separate Top Rank from Terence Crawford. But yeah, why is he asking to fight Danny Garcia? That's an obvious one. Why Danny Garcia? Why not Sean? Well, Sean Porter has a fight. Keith Thurman has a fight. Errol Spence Jr. has a fight. And shit, so does but then again, so does Danny Garcia. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to think it's because they think that that's the softest touch, right? But, he's a name. He's a name. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a Danny Garcia-Terence Crawford fight. Tito Carla says Kell Brook versus Bud. I mean, that shit is definitely not going to happen, dog. That shit's definitely not going to happen. Because is Brook yak off White Bull? Danny just got 1.5 million, dude. You got to yak off. You can't look at those numbers, dude. First of all, unless everybody is lying from the PBC, Adrian Bronner is on paper having made 1.5 million. Eddie Hearn offered him 3. Adrian Bronner called it slave labor. You don't know what these guys are making because they have a purse. They've got a promotional. They've got their own promoters, so they're getting a cut of the amount of money that the promoter's getting paid. You just don't know, man. These cats might be getting television. They probably getting television rights. There's a whole bunch of different sources of revenue that these guys could be taking advantage of. And I'm not going to say that these cats are lying about the money they're making because they're turning down twice as much money as they're supposed to be getting offered. They're making more money than that. Errol Spence said he's making more than that. He's like, you're looking at what's on the what do you call it? On the purse. But that's a purse. 1.5 million purse. That might be reported to Las Vegas or reported to New York. That's the purse that gets paid. But then he might be getting a cut of the fucking concessions for all we know. It's like, yeah, you're going to get your purse. What other sources of income are there? You get your purse. You'll get a piece of the television rights. You can get a piece of the fucking hot dog sales at the stand. You can get a cut of the international television rights. Whatever, man. There could be all different sources of revenue. You got Al Heyman taking a smaller percentage of the manager fee, whatever. But they're saying they're making that much more money, and they're turning down fights that would tell you that they're making that much money, that they're making it. If Danny was really just getting 1.5, he might take it. But then here's another thing. If he gets 1.5 for fighting Adrian Granados and he can get 1.5 million for making Danny fighting Bam Bam Rios, why would he take 3 for Terence Crawford? I don't know. But I'm not going to speculate. I'm going to take these dudes at their word, man. You know? Hey, man, we got 175 people in the building. Let's hit the like button. Yes, sir. Bud could have got all that. He slid over to if he had slid over to PBC. Yeah, but see, here's the thing, man. That's where we get into the business of unfortunately, the conversations about the business of boxing. He got $3.5 million guarantee for 4 fights. Now it's on Bob Arum and those guys to get good fights for him. But with that model, they're not looking for good fights. They're looking for more fights. They're looking for you guys, 2 million of us, to watch him on ESPN. And they're going to be happy with that. They're going to be happy with that. They're going to feel like they got their money's worth out of it. You know? That's what they wanted. They wanted him. They guaranteed the money. It's like Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is about to get $30 million for Rocky Fielding. If he was under the same model on Showtime, he wouldn't get $30 million for Rocky Fielding. Because it would have been pay-per-view and people aren't going to buy that. 400,000 people tops would have bought 500,000. I'll put 500,000 people tops would pay a pay-per-view for Rocky Fielding. But he's got that money guaranteed coming to him on DAZN, according to the reports that are out there. So, and there's another thing. Why would he go with Danny Garcia? Because they think he can win that fight. They think that he can win the fight. He's a good name, and they think they can win the fight. But there's not going to be a lot of you're just not going to get a lot of good fights out of Terence Crawford, man. You can't. There's not 3 good fights a year to have on ESPN. If he's fighting 3 times a year, you're guaranteed 2 bums. Excuse me for calling a professional fighter a bum. 2 dudes that got no chance of winning whatsoever when you're guaranteed 3 fights a year for 3 years. It's just not going to happen. After Errol beats Mikey and gets that big pay-per-view purse, he will be the A side. I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, there is a whole lot of that, man. Whole lot of money. They pay that dude a shit load of dude. None of those dudes deserve that big money. People deserve what you pay them. If they can, if somebody's offering more for it, these guys ain't throwing money away, man. They're not just throwing money away for the hell of it, dude. Let me go back a little bit and go to these comment sections. Kesha Alexander said, I don't think Garcia would and should take a fight with Crawford after a loss. Right back after it? No, I mean, it probably wouldn't be advisable for him to come in right after that and lose that. Get him a fight. He just took a tough fight. And Sean Porter. And that's but that was for a belt. He got a shot at another belt. But you knew he wouldn't take the fight because he said he wasn't going to take the fight. That's the part of me that says, like, are you serious? Is this like just some... He already said he was not going to fight Terence Crawford. He said he's not fighting, that Errol Spence and Terence Crawford need to fight each other to deserve to fight him, Sean Porter, and Keith Thurman. Because those guys had already fought each other, and Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. hadn't fought anybody. I guess he's including Kell Brook as not including Kell Brook as somebody, right? But that was his position. So he ain't on it. He wasn't going to take the fight. And then to go over to go to ESPN, that's why I'm like, is Top Rank bullshitting with us? I mean, like just trying to put their name out there like they're trying to get good fights. Like, yeah, look, we made an offer. We tried to get this fight, but that's why we got to get Jose. That's why we got to fight Luis Colasso. If they're able to get Luis Colasso, is that going to be done yet? Like, if they're close to fighting Luis Colasso. Personally, I would rather see Igis Kavanakis than Luis Colasso. That's a fight. That fight's a step down from Igis Kavanakis to me because we know we know Luis Colasso's not going to win that fight. He's not going to win that fight. And ain't nobody foolish enough to believe that he's going to win that fight. It's not a good fight, man. What's going on, Black Hand TV? How you feeling, man? Danny has delusions of grandeur, man. Those aren't delusions. He got the bank account. He got the bank account of grandeur, dog. That dude making that dough, dog. Kell Brook ain't fighting Bud. Kell Brook's gonna be because Bud have to go to the UK for that fight. They're not gonna go to I heard the conversation about Kell Brook, but Kell Brook is not coming to the United States to fight Terence Crawford. He's not gonna do that, man. Said Kell Brook would be a tough fight for my dude Crawford. Yeah, man, but he's gonna try to go fight. He's gonna try to fight Amir Khan, man. And quite honestly, he should. The dude got 2 broken eye sockets. Damn. Crawford Peterson will be a good fight. Yeah, I mean, try to make that fight. Lamont Peterson. But it's just going to be so tough. All of the welterweights are with all of them. All of them are going to have fights too. That's another thing. Or Khan. Yeah, now Khan might be doable, but Khan, dude, did you see when the look on Amir Khan's face when Amir Khan was mentioned? Somebody mentioned Terence Crawford. It's like no, he ain't got to get in there with him, dude. Not when you can. Hey, Cali Nigga Sports, man, my condolences. Man, my condolences. My prayers are with you and your family. My man. Danny Garcia, all the PBC are touching back-end money. Yeah, they are touching back-end money. Michael Garner, do actually know that Top Rank offered him a fight. I read the interview. They're trying to keep they're trying to keep Crawford's name out there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just going off. Look, man, with all this stuff, man, I just always put a question mark at that shit. We don't really know what's happening because we ain't there listening. So all of the shit's hearsay. Somebody's telling a news report so I'm just gonna have the conversation like it's true until it comes out that it's not true. You know what I mean? I don't see why they wouldn't have an issue doing it. But if they offer him $3 million, they probably weren't too serious about making it. They're not trying to bend over backwards to make that fight. You know what I mean? Who is the top rank? Who is the top 3 rank by WBO? It is Terence Crawford, Egis Kavanaughis, who's the guy that I thought he was going to fight. And let's go to it. I don't mind going to it. Man, I hate that Live Live Boxing always pops up when I go looking for this. But it's Egis Kavanaughis. Oh my God, who is it? I should know this, man. I looked up this crap enough to what's the month today? Today is we're gonna go October. It ain't changed for shit. Oh, it's December. I probably should have done November, but whatever. I'm still gonna look at this. Oh crap. Give me a second. Welterweight. The WBO is a sham, though. That shit's a sham ass belt. I wish that they would take half of the problem is this. It's Jesse Vargas. Jesse Vargas is number 2, followed by Adrian Bronner, Amir Khan, and Castillo Clayton. They ain't gonna have to pay Adrian Bronner $5 million to get up in there. Dog, Adrian Bronner about to make a killing, dog. Adrian Bronner about to make a killing, homie. So you make it sound like no one wants to fight Bud. He's a boogeyman at 147. Oh, God, here comes that boogeyman. Stop trying to steal Errol Spence Jr. shit. Fuck the money, fuck the belts. No one wants what Bud has to offer. Dude, he got 1 belt and the same fucking money. Okay? Let me go to this Devon Penn. You guys make it hard, dog. You make it so hard on me. He has a belt. The WBO. The WBO, okay? Let's look at the welterweight fights going on here, okay? Errol Spence Jr. is about to fight Mikey Garcia in a fight where both of those dudes probably going to make $10 million. Right? You have Adrian Bronner versus Manny Pacquiao. Another fight in the welterweight division for the WBA regular belt where both of those dudes could make $10 million. Okay, both of them. You've got a fight with Sean Porter and Danny Garcia that took place where they probably both made $3 million. The same money that's being offered for Terence Crawford. So you got belts in the welterweight division you got fights in the welterweight division with no belt on the line where you can make 3 times as much money as they're offering to fight Terence Crawford. Fuck out of here with the boogeyman shit and pay more money. Or sign with the fucking people that will get you more money. He ain't the boogeyman. He's got a bullshit promoter. He's got a bullshit promoter that people do not trust. The top 3 money makers in the last, I don't know how long, Floyd Mayweather Jr., Manny Pacquiao, Oscar De La Hoya, all left Top Rank and didn't want to fuck with Bob Arum. People don't want to fuck with Bob Arum. His reputation is mud, okay? And Terence Crawford got a lot of money to stay there with him. Dude, there's a bunch of reasons not to fight a Bob Arum fighter, man. A bunch of reasons not to fight a Bob Arum fighter, man. Just telling you, dude. But think about it. People, and I don't like it. But I'm going to tell you flat. There's the only welterweight champion right now that I don't like how they fight is Sean Porter. That's it. I like Terence Crawford. I like Errol Spence Jr. I like Keith Thurman. I like Sean Porter out of the ring. Dude seems like he's a real cool dude. His dad seems like he's a real cool dude. It's a family type of situation. Man, I wish these dudes nothing but the best. I even like Danny Garcia and Angel Garcia. I like all those dudes. But Terence Crawford doesn't actually offer them anything more than anybody else does. He has the WBO belt. Keith Thurman has the WBA belt. Sean Porter has the WBC belt. Errol Spence Jr. has the IBF belt. You make more money. They all work for the same promoter themselves. Anyway, man. Yeah, Sean Porter does have us. Yeah, we do need one champ. We do need one champ. But they can get 3 of the belts without fighting Terence Crawford. Sean Porter can fight Keith Thurman, right? They are actually in line to fight one another because Keith Thurman is actually one of Sean Porter's mandatories, right? Errol Spence Jr. wants to fight Sean Porter. He wants to fight Keith Thurman. They can all fight for 3 of the belts themselves without ever dealing with Bob Arum, dude. You guys are making that shit up. Bud is not the new Free Smoke, dude. Sorry, dog. Y'all don't get to steal people's lines because Bud chose to sign with Top Rank. Hey, look, and I think I'm telling you, I'm the only Terence Crawford fan that is actually trying to hold dudes responsible for the why do we care about business? I would love for it not to be the case. I would love to. I would love for all these guys to fight. Set them up. But if you're going to get on one dudes for not fighting him, you got to get on him too. He's part of the problem. Don't act like he ain't part of the problem. He could have found a way to make those fights happen. He can still make a way to make those fights happen. Bud signed with Top Rank. That's not ducking, but he signed with Top Rank. Come on, man. Don't sign for it. Don't sign. You can't sign for a division you can't sign for a Division II scholarship and get pissed that you can't go to the NCAA finals. Anyway, they know this is the right opponent. A credible fighter. Hey, man, what you want to do? I would love to see Danny Garcia and him fight, but you gotta come on, man. Y'all gotta come on and be like, look, man, I knew it was gonna happen. You knew it was gonna happen. I know it. You know it, dude. I know it, and you knew it. As soon as Terence Crawford re-signed with Top Rank in the welterweight division, you knew this was gonna happen, dude. You knew it. Terence Crawford knew it was going to happen. Bo-Mac knew it was going to happen. Bob Arum knew it was going to happen. Everybody knew it was going to happen, dude. Everybody knew it was going to happen. But now you knew what was going to happen. Be honest with yourself. You knew that when Terence Crawford re-signed with Top Rank, you knew it was going to happen, dog. You knew it was going to happen. Should they work it out? Yes, they should, dude. They absolutely should. But you knew it was going to happen, dude. I don't know how much they find him. Do you think the PBC is freezing Top Rank out, though? I don't like it, but I don't like Top Rank either. They're notorious for doing in-house fights. Dude, I think it's a bunch of I think that the biggest problem in boxing. Oh, thank you, Fannon. You're not the only one saying this. I've been saying the same thing. Thank you, Ashley's Corner. Look, this is what I think the problem is. The sanctioning bodies. The sanctioning bodies. In all these fucking weight classes. Okay? The number one problem is all these sanctioning bodies. If there wasn't a WBO, a WBA, a WBC, and an IBF, if there wasn't all these fucking belts, then they would all have to fight each other to get the belt. Because nobody could call themselves a champion if they didn't fight the champion. That's the biggest problem that you have. The second problem that you have is all these weight classes. So, and then the third thing you have is all these promoters. It goes multiple sanctioning bodies to multiple weight classes to a bunch of fucking promoters. That's the problem. Because the fighters would not, the number one problem isn't money. Number one problem isn't money. Because people were making a bunch of money in the 30s, the 40s, and 50s, but they at least, other than skipping out a whole bunch of black fighters, which is a good argument against my point, what's going on in Crossing? You would have less, only one person could call themselves a champion. Only one person could call themselves a champion. And right now we got a bunch of title holders, man. Terence Crawford is a title holder. Okay? They know how good Bud is. Everybody knows how good Terence Crawford is. Everybody knows how good Terence Crawford is. But I can make just as good an argument that Terence Crawford ducked them as you can make that they ducked Terence Crawford. Easy. I can easily make just as good an argument, and I could counter that argument just as well too. Terence Crawford could have signed with the PBC. He could have. He could have went over there, signed with the PBC, and had a shot at every championship belt. Except for the WBO. He would have never got the WBO. Because they would have had Jeff Horn or somebody else with the WBO. Dude. Yeah. How? I just told you how. He could have signed with the PBC. And he would have been able to fight every one of them. He could have fought on Showtime. He could have done it. Easy. He could have fought where all is he could have picked a fight with somebody where you're going to get a fight against the other guys that fought on a different network. That's why. That's how. What do you mean you don't know Bud's situation? Well, okay. Okay. I don't know if he made an offer, they made him an offer or not. You don't think, Black Ham TV, you don't think that Al Heyman would like to sign Terence Crawford, man? Seriously? Come on. But anyway, man, it is. If you guys want to blame him, hey, all right. We'll be saying this shit next year too, dog. We'll be saying this next year, okay? When all the dust is settled, we'll still be saying this next year, okay? Here's another. I'm gonna break some other news to you, okay? Let me break some other news to you. Jaime Munguia is not going to fight Jermell Charlo. Jaime Munguia is not fighting Jermell Charlo. Jaime Munguia is not going to fight Austin Trout. Okay? He's not going to do it. Why? Because this promoter's not going to get him beat. Personally, I don't think that Top Rank really, I don't think honest to God, I doubt. I won't say I know. I doubt Top Rank really wants Terence Crawford to fight Errol Spence. I doubt that highly. Because if he loses, that's a wrap on them. The whole house is sitting on the top of Terence Crawford, man. Yeah, they say Munguia is not ready yet. Absolutely. Yeah, he's not ready yet. But he's not going to fight him because there's a chance to lose. Terence Crawford is the face of ESPN boxing. Terence Crawford, that sounds crazy, fine, by you're entitled to your opinion. Why would they fight him? Why would they fight him? Why would he? Think about it. Think about the way that the contract is structured. Terence Crawford is guaranteed 3 fights a year, 3 or 4 fights. I can't remember what Bomac said. 3 or 4 fights a year on ESPN, right? Because Terence Crawford is the face of boxing on ESPN. If Terence Crawford loses, there goes the face of boxing on ESPN. Hell no, Lomachenko ain't the face of ESPN boxing. Hell no. Terence Crawford is the face of ESPN boxing. They took his ass off that ESPN Plus app. Terence Crawford is the face of ESPN boxing. This is not HBO. ESPN has a huge black subscriber base. He just did 2.2 million views on ESPN. That's a million more than Lomachenko versus Guillermo Rigondeaux. That's almost a million more than he did against Jorge Linares. Terence Crawford is rightfully the face of ESPN boxing. He's the face of ESPN boxing. If he fights Errol Spence Jr., he can lose that fight. Okay? He can lose that fight. And if you don't think Terence Crawford can lose to Errol Spence, you are seriously need to put that shit down. Okay? Seriously put that shit down. Can Terence Crawford beat Errol Spence Jr.? Yes, there is a chance of that too. But if you think that they are just willing to just throw his ass out there like that, you're out your fucking mind. Okay? If you think they're going to put him in there with Jermell Charlo, hell no. They won't do it because they can lose everything. Why the fuck you think it is that Canelo's not fighting Jermall Charlo, man? I don't think that it's Jermall Charlo. You can say the same thing for the Arrows. I could say that. But here's the thing. They got 4 or 5 fighters sitting over there, but maybe they could. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I'm talking about Terence Crawford right now. I could say that, but I don't know. No, matter of fact, I can't say that because Errol Spence Jr. is not the only fighter in the PBC. The PBC these are the fighters for Top Rank. Errol Spence Jr., Vasyl Lomachenko and Terence Crawford. Can somebody else please tell me another fighter for Top Rank? I'm going to look for this. You're not going to be able to find one. Okay? You got Terence Crawford. You got Vasyl Lomachenko. That's it. Numbers, dude, numbers, he can say what he wants. Numbers ain't lying. He ain't number one guy. And numbers do lie, by the way. Because if you use Devon Penn, man, y'all, some of y'all are real corny. Errol Spence did 6 million viewers against Leonard Bundu. He did 6 million. Okay? That is 3 times more than Terence Crawford did fighting Jose Benavidez. Is Errol Spence Jr. number one because he got 6 million views and Terence Crawford got 2 million views? Of course he's not. Because one was on CBS or NBC and the other one was on ESPN. Okay? That's apples and oranges. Comparing ESPN to Showtime is apples and oranges, dude. There's a very small pool of people to watch Errol Spence on Showtime. There's a very big pool of people with Errol Spence Jr. On ESPN for Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? It's apples and oranges. But if you really want it, Isaac Dogbo, if you got to go down to Isaac Dogbo on Top Rank, then you know what I'm talking about. PBC, on the other hand, has Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence Jr., Deontay Wilder, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Adrian Bronner, Adrian Bronner, Manny Pacquiao. Shit, what do they got at 135? They got Gervonta Davis, Leo Santa Cruz, Abner Mares. Just, I can go on and on for days, dude. All of the PBC does not rest on Errol Spence Jr., man. Okay? It not the whole, they got two at Top Rank, dog. Okay? Terence Crawford is much, much more important for Top Rank than Errol Spence Jr. is for the PBC. Much more important. Thank you very much. I mean, dude, the PBC has damn near all the fighters, man. I mean, PBC's roster is just ridiculous, okay? It's absolutely ridiculous. And yeah, they got Robert Easter Jr. What's going on, Black Ham TV? You keep saying Fannon. What's good? I see Fannon, but I don't see anything, Black Ham. Look, man, I like Terence Crawford, but god dog. Y'all come on, man. Yeah, PBC got wilder. They got to fight. None of the PBC champs fight each other. Stop. Are you fucking what? Danny Garcia fought Sean Porter for the WBC belt. Keith Thurman fought Danny Garcia for the WBC WBA belt. Sean Porter fought Keith Thurman. They all had their little circle jerk, okay? Deontay Wilder fought Luis Ortiz. Jose Escategui is about to fight Khalid Plant. Jermell Charlo, Austin Trout. No, excuse me. What's going on, Dumbo Heezy? I'll get to that 1 second. Let me go back on this 154 pounders. Jarrett Hurd fought Israelandi Lara for a unification fight. They had a whole 154-pound PBC tournament, dude. Mikey Garcia just beat Robert Easter Jr. for the lightweight championship. They combined the WBC and the IBF at lightweight between Robert Easter Jr. and Mikey Garcia. Stop making shit up, dude. But thank you for the comedy. Domo Heezy, if Bud never moved up and Jeff Horn still had the belt, these PBC fighters would beaten down Top Rank's door to fight Jeff Horn. Let's be real. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Domo Heezy. No, they wouldn't have. Watch this. What happened with Jeff Horn, Domo Heezy? That is completely illustrative of the situation. Manny Pacquiao, because what do we call the WBO? Whatever Bob orders. Manny Pacquiao held the WBO welterweight title. He fought Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn had a 2-fight deal. He had that fight and 2 options for Top Rank. Manny Pacquiao did not exercise his rematch clause against Jeff Horn. As soon as Manny Pacquiao refused to exercise his rematch clause and fight Jeff Horn again in Australia, and Jeff Horn did not sign an extension with Bob Arum for the WBO immediately ordered Terence Crawford as Jeff Horn's mandatory. What kind of shit is that, Domo Heezy? Terence Crawford was named Jeff Horn's mandatory before Jeff Horn even made a voluntary defense. And then, he had 1 fight against Gary Cochran, and then he immediately had to fight Terence Crawford for the WBO belt, which meant Bob Arum and Top Rank kept the WBO belt. No, they would not have gotten a chance to fight Terence Crawford, Jeff Horn, because Jeff Horn didn't fucking want to fight Terence Crawford. Jeff Horn didn't want to fight Terence Crawford. Jeff Horn, if he didn't get stuck by Bob Arum, would have picked some fucking body else to do it. The reason that Terence Crawford has the belt is bullshit. And I said that when it happened. Why in the world would the WBO immediately order a mandatory fight between Jeff Horn and Terence Crawford. That's so that Jeff Horn could have never had a chance to fight anybody in the PBC. Because the WBO is whatever Bob orders. Jeff Horn could have fought Floyd Mayweather if he could have taken a voluntary. But he didn't get that voluntary. He got one voluntary, Gary Cochran. But before that, he was already ordered to fight Terence Crawford in, just coincidentally, the second of his option fights that he had with Top Rank, dude. The WBO is dirty as fuck. Bob Arum in whatever the WBO, whatever Bob orders organization, is dirty as fuck, and they're going to keep that WBO belt with either a Golden Boy Promotions fighter or a Top Rank fighter. Don't act like that WBO belt is some super precious, non-bullshitty ass title, dude. Like I say over and over again, the number one problem in boxing is the sanctioning bodies. Number two problem in boxing is all these stupid ass fucking weight classes. And number three, it's the relationship between number one and the damn promoters, dude. PBC protecting boxing community. Okay, whatever, dude. As long as Terence Crawford, as soon as Terence Crawford jumped over to the BBC, your tune would change. But get out of here. Y'all talking about he would have, he would have, if Jeff Horn still had the belt, Jeff Horn wasn't going to be allowed to have the belt. Okay? Because Jeff Horn wasn't signed with Top Rank. If Jeff Horn had re-signed with Top Rank, if he had re-signed with Top Rank, we might would have had a different story and something else. If HBO didn't go out of business, we would have a different story. If it wasn't for ESPN, the WBC is a PBC belt. How you figure that? Is Canelo with the PBC? And the new. Is Canelo with the PBC? The number one protected fighter by the WBC is a Golden Boy Promotions fighter. Canelo Alvarez is the number one protected fighter in the WBC easily. Please, the WBC is get out of here, dude. The only reason the WBC, and then the WBC is protecting somebody from Errol Spence. So Devin Penn. So you really believe that Bud can't beat any of the other title holders in the welterweight other than Jeff Horn? No, I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that shit at all. I think Terence Crawford can beat all of them. I think Terence Crawford has the ability to beat all of them. I favor Errol Spence Jr. over him. I favor Terence Crawford over Sean Porter. I favor him over Keith Thurman at this point. I favor him over Danny Garcia at this point, though Danny Garcia doesn't have a belt. I favor him over Manny Pacquiao. I favor him over Adrian Broner. I think it'll be a tough fight between him and Sean Porter. And I think that I lean towards him losing against Errol Spence, but I'm not talking about how good a fighter Terence Crawford is. Separate the argument from Terence Crawford, the man. Terence Crawford is a beast. Terence Crawford is a beast. But he is with Top Rank, dude. And don't be everybody, you make it all super simple here. Terence Crawford could have chose to fight for the PBC, and he might have still got ducked. He still might have got ducked. Who knows? He might have got ducked. But they would have had to duck him. They don't got to duck him now. Stone Bone Boxing, Stony. Spence can't even get Thurman, Porter, or Danny, so if Crawford signed with PBC, what says he gets those fights either? Look, man, I don't know. See, dude, I don't know. I don't know. I'm telling you what I think the problem is. I'll tell you what, if Errol Spence Jr., let me use the fighter that everybody thinks is my favorite fighter, and I do like the guy a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I think Errol Spence Jr. is a beast. So, but let me use Errol Spence Jr. as an example. If there was no IBF belt, if there was no IBF, then Errol Spence Jr. would be a mandatory for one of those guys, and they would have a harder time ducking him. If Danny Garcia, if there was only the WBC, then Terence Crawford wouldn't be a champion. Sean Porter wouldn't be a champion. Errol Spence Jr. wouldn't be a champion. They would all have to try to fight Sean Porter. And they would all have to fight each other if Sean Porter didn't fight them. The biggest problem in boxing is all these sanctioning bodies. The second biggest problem in boxing is all these damn weight classes. Because if there wasn't 140 pounds, dude, look, the next PBC means something corny shit, you're getting tossed. Dude, we don't need the corny shit, okay? Okay? I'm not making acronyms with Bud in them. I did make whatever Bob orders shit. But whatever, man. Whatever. Bud is a beast, though, man. Yes, thank you for now for admitting that. Bud would have to get ducked, too. He would have to get ducked. Absolutely. If he was with the PBC, he'd have to get ducked. He would be getting ducked. He would be getting ducked. I'm not going to doubt it. If he was with the PBC, he would be getting ducked. He would be. But Terence Crawford has never been ducked. Ever. Never has he been ducked. That I know of. Unless you're saying Danny Garcia ducked him. Cats are mad at me. I'm not getting 100 likes today, dog. They all be. Sean Porter wouldn't be easy. No, he wouldn't be. Fannon, Bud or Brooke? I don't know. I don't think that shit's going to ever happen. So I just don't know. I would love to see the fight. I think Bud would have a very big size disadvantage. And I don't know. See, for me, for Bud, I have to look at what Bud does, and then I have to like extrapolate on what he does to better competition. Because as much as I like Bud, man, I think this dude, I have to think he can. Because his best fights are against Yuriorkis Gamboa. His best fights, the best competition he fought is against Victor Postol and Yuriorkis Gamboa. I think that's fair to say. Yuriorkis Gamboa, Victor Postol. Felix Diaz, too. Felix Diaz, right? So I don't know what that does up. I mean, Jeff Horn is Jeff Horn and Benavidez is Benavidez. He proved to me in those fights that he's strong enough not to let just somebody with a big guy with less skill just to beat him because he's too small. Now, what is he gonna do against the next step with Bud for me is a bigger guy with more skill. See, even Danny Garcia wouldn't answer that question for me. Because I think Danny Garcia about the same size Terence Crawford is. I don't know. I don't think Danny Garcia is not a big welterweight. Right? He's about the same size as Terence Crawford. And he looked really good at 140 pounds. He beat a couple dudes at 140, but he's beating the guys that are moving up. So I just don't know, man. I don't know. I have to go off what I believe about him. And the skill set that I see tells me that he can beat anybody because he can do so many things, you know? Garcia is bigger than Crawford. Not a lot, man. Not a lot. But yeah, Bud is definitely a step above Danny. Thinking if Crawford signing with the PBC would have made a difference. We won't never know, will we? See, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to let you do some shit like this, Chris Brown. See, this is a corny ass shit that I'm not going to let you do. I'm not going to let you take a fact over here, move that fact over here, and then talk about it. We don't know what would have happened with the PBC at the PBC because he didn't sign with the PBC. We only know what would happen at Top Rank because his ass was already at Top Rank, and you knew what was going to happen at Top Rank. You have to guess that it'll happen over there in the PBC. You don't know that. We know that's going to happen at Top Rank. We know it. And it is a fact. That's the reality that we're in. And it's going to remain that way. It's going to remain that way. And that's why everybody that ever signed with Top Rank left. Everybody that was in Terence Crawford's situation with Top Rank left Top Rank. How many years was it that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was with Top Rank, that Top Rank would not give him the big fights even within Top Rank? He had to leave. The dude had to pay his way out to get an Arturo Gatti fight. They would never put him out there. He had to leave. Manny Pacquiao left. How many years did they hold off Manny Pacquiao? I believe that they held Manny Pacquiao off that Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight for years. Manny Pacquiao wound up leaving. Dude, there's something to Top Rank not working with other people. And yes, they work with people on the smaller fights. It's like somebody said, oh, Luis Collazo, the fight which has not been made yet, but let's just assume it's been made, that fight is crossing to the other side of the street. When really, it's more like roadkill in the middle of the street because Luis Collazo got no chance. Luis Collazo isn't going to be able to fight any of the top PBC fighters. So the Top Rank is just doing PBC a favor. Hey, can I have that guy? Yeah, you can have him because we got too many welterweights as it is. We can't find a fight for Luis Collazo. Who's Luis Collazo going to fight? Spence? Garcia? Porter? Thurman? Figueroa? Garcia? Who? He's roadkill in the middle of the street. Once Shakir gets enough fights, he's going to go solo. Oh, Lawrence, don't forget about Ndundo. He was a true threat to Bud. He made it look easy. And Ndundo did win his titles on the road, which is very, very hard to do. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Ndundo was a good one. I love the Ndundo win because it unified all the belts. I didn't give him too much of a shot at him, but he did. He did. I give him that. Yeah, for sure. Good. Agree to disagree. That's what's up, Chris Brown. I appreciate that, man. But they trying to make a fight with Danny. Maybe they are. I think they would take that fight. He can beat him easy. Come on, man. That's the way that Sean Porter, the way that he lost to Sean Porter, he's not beating Terence Crawford, dude. The way he looked against Sean Porter, he ain't beating Danny. Danny Garcia's not beating Terence Crawford. Hey, man, respect to you, Chris Brown, all day, every day, man. And hey, man, like I said, man, it's like, God dang it. I'm tired of arguing with Terence. I like Terence Crawford, but this is tough, man. It's like you're arguing with family. That's how I feel. It's like one of my brothers arguing with another brother. It's like, hey, I'm just telling you what I think, man. But if you ask me my prediction, if he went to the PBC, I think he'd be getting ducked. Absolutely think he'd be getting ducked. I think if Terence Crawford was with the PBC, see, this is what I think. If Terence Crawford was with the PBC, I think would have happened. Put on my yeah, he did. I'm gonna put on my what do you call it? My crowd. Look at through the crystal ball, right? I think he would have had to fight guys like Ugas, Omar Figueroa, and I think it would have been right to do. Like Terence Crawford, for me, I would rather see him fight. I would rather see Terence Crawford fight Omar Figueroa. I'd like to see him fight Adrian Granados. I'd like to see him fight Yordanis Ugas. I'd like to see him fight shit like people are saying Kell Brook. All those type of fights, man, I would like to see Terence Crawford in, man. I think that those are tougher. I think there are tougher fights at the PBC for Terence Crawford to have multiple fights without even fighting a champion. Better fights without even touching the top notch. Terence Crawford in PBC, would he be the top guy in Top Rank? I'm not sure what that means. Ugas, Omar Figueroa, those are damn good opponents. They're great opponents. I would love to see those fights for Terence Crawford. Those are good fights. Those are really, really good fights. I think Adrian Granados is a really good fight. There's just so many good fights that they could be made over there. That's why I wanted this. I'll plead guilty here. I wanted to see him fight with Top Rank because there's so many good fights that can be made. I mean, look at this. Even this, the fact that we're not getting to see the absolute best fights that are with the PBC, kind of pisses me off. I want to see Thurman Spence. I want to see Thurman Porter Spence, right? I want to see those. But underlying that, what's that young boy's name, dude? What's that young boy's name? The dude that just fought, man. Jaron Ennis. His name Ennis. When you got guys like that and that other light skin, 147-year-old dude with the braids fighting there, dude, they got so many cats, man, that you can make great fights regardless. St. Cruz said Collazo's still an excellent journeyman. He gives Bud some good rounds. He made his Thurman fight interesting. Okay. I mean, I hope that's the case. I hope that's the case. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Speedy Ellis. Oh, Progray's at 140. Jamal James. Is it Jamal James? Yeah, that dude look nice, dog. Like Jamal James, Jaron Ennis, Omar Figueroa. They got so many cats at that weight class that you can still have good fights. Shoot, we about to get Sean Porter. Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence Jr. is a good fight for the weight issue was the big deal. If Mikey Garcia was really a welterweight already, then that would be like, damn, I'm geeked for that. But Sean Porter versus Ugas is a good fight. If there's a fight I'd like to see more, but that's a good fight. I'll even take that damn Josecito Lopez Thurman fight. I'll take that. Whatever. It is what it is. The Beige Master is a full beast mode this morning. Penny, the Beige Master, you funny, man. They getting Crawford acclimated to the weight. Yeah, and he needs to be. He needs to be acclimated to the weight. He needs another a bigger dude that can fight back. I'm not convinced on the Benavidez with that leg thing. But the day after the fight, mentioning that, Cass is going to say it's an excuse. It ain't an excuse for me. I wanted Crawford to win the fight. That fight turned out like I wanted it to turn out. Porter versus Crawford, man, that's a tough fight. That's a tough fight. That's a hell of a lot tougher fight than Jose Benavidez. And the dude's got a lot of experience, man. Dude's got a lot of experience. He might have he's probably the most experienced of all the cats at welterweight, dog. He might be the best. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything here. Forgive me, man. I got to check out something real quick. But I know y'all mad at me this morning. Bud Crawford is my new. I'm going to make an announcement, dude. The day as soon as Rocky Fielding steps into the ring and hits Canelo Alvarez, one damn time, dude. One damn time. Terence Crawford is my number 1 pound for pound dude again. That's a bullshit fight, dude. Yes, sir. Porter gives Bud's problems, but Bud wins on points. Yeah, I could go with that. I'm telling you, man, that's a bullshit fight, dude. I am not happy with that fight at all, dude. Pound the new boogeyman. Nah, dog. Look, man, you want to get on my nerves with something? Steal somebody else's moniker, okay? Don't be trying to steal somebody else. Errol Spence Jr. is the boogeyman in the division until those other dudes fight him, dude. Terence Crawford is Bud, okay? I can't stand Floyd Mayweather for that TBE shit, okay? Don't be trying to sell Terence Crawford as like everybody's afraid of Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford played a role in that by signing with Top Rank. It's just what it is. He signed it. He unless you can argue that they were going to do, and here I'll give you one, that somehow he was Eddie Hearn. You know, like if Deontay Wilder, like he was going to do Eddie Hearn, like Eddie Hearn did Victor Ortiz or Luis Ortiz, excuse me, like he did Luis Ortiz and signed him and made sure he didn't get the fight that he wanted to get, then you could have an argument. But that's not. The PBC fighters not fighting each other, I think, in a large part related to the PBC fighters not fighting each other. If those guys not fighting, Keith Thurman not fighting Terence Crawford and taking Errol Spence and taking off 2 years, you know, if his injuries were legitimate, his injuries are legitimate. You know, I ain't got any reason to doubt that. You know, but that's on Keith Thurman. I don't put that on Al Heyman. Like Al Heyman is just trying to protect somebody. But maybe he is. I don't know. The dude doesn't talk, so it is what it is. Errol Spence Jr. did not say he wants the easy route. What he said was, why wouldn't I take the easy route? Why wouldn't I take Sean? He said, I got a belt. Got to put it in context, Sal. He said, Terence Crawford said, I've got a belt. You don't want this belt? And he said, oh, Sean Porter got a belt. If it's about the belt, why wouldn't I take the easy route to the belt? And saying that Sean Porter's is easier than Terence Crawford ain't the same thing as saying that Terence Crawford ain't easy. It's just saying it's the easy route. It's easier than you. I just whoop up on him and get a belt. There's his point was, dude, you got one belt, so does he. So does Sean Porter. The belt. So what, you got a belt? I got a belt. He got a belt. Everybody got a goddamn belt, dog. That's the problem, dog. People be like, nah, dog, I can argue now. Spence is the businessman, no longer the boogeyman. Come on, dog. And Terence Crawford ain't the businessman. Terence Crawford took $3.56 million guaranteed, putting himself in a situation where he couldn't fight these guys. Isn't that a business decision? Isn't that a business decision? These dudes are all businessmen. They're all doing it, dude. Peace out, Fannon. Keep doing your thing. Chris Brown, man, hey, Chris, before you go, moderated you up, dog. Welcome to the Blue Gang, dog. I like a dude I can debate with that don't wind up calling me every name under the sun, dog. And the new Terence Crawford is the last American undisputed champion. That is true. Bud took the guaranteed money. He did. That's a business decision. He said that's what Bomac said. Bomac said it. He was like, why not take this money? Why not change your life? It's right there on the table for you, dog. Why take a chance? He made the smart decision. He made the smart decision. Live Live said, Fannon, did you see when Errol said to Spence to call my promoter? Just ask for EJ. Nah, that shit was funny. Them dudes is clowning, man. I like both those dudes, though, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. If Canelo fights Charlo, Callum Smith, Bivol, or unifies middleweight, it's good enough, then I agree that he's going to be fighting bums. Dude, Canelo is not fighting Charlo. He might fight Callum Smith, but he'll lose. He's not fighting Bivol, or unifies middleweight. He needs to unify middleweight. He's not fighting Bivol. Bivol's a fucking light heavyweight. He's not fighting Bivol. He's not. Callum Smith is a damn light heavyweight. He ain't fighting him either. He needs to fight Charlo. But Charlo might be that damn big too. Oh, Cash Alexander. Good point. He said he wasn't saying Porter was easier than Crawford. He was saying Porter is easier to make than Crawford. Thank you. Absolutely. Great point. I didn't think it like that. And when I heard it, I just thought he was calling him the easy. Why not take the easy route? I didn't think that he could be talking about the easier fight to make where I ain't got to deal with Bob Arum. Good point. Thank you very much, Keshel Alexander. Oh, yeah. Canelo fighting his girlfriend again. He said, the excuses are funny. Dog, what's the excuse for Terence? Hey, Domo Easy, why did he take that fight and sign with Errol Spence? Why did he fight? Domo Easy, I got a question specifically for you. Why did Errol Spence Jr., why did Terence Crawford sign with Bob Arum? Let me do what you're doing. Explain that to me. So back to topic at hand. Is Danny ducking Bud? I don't know. If the offer was real and he turned it down, I wouldn't call it a duck. I would say he ran from him. Here's the difference. I'm real strict on the duck thing. A duck, you got to be for a belt. It's got to be for a belt. Oh, yeah. He ducked the dude with the belt. He doesn't have the belt, though. Is that like, did Kubrat Pulev duck Anthony Joshua? I don't think he ducked him. He just didn't want the fight, right? Because what's going on, Jeff, the producer? Canelo is pound for pound numero uno. Yeah, he is until he gets hit in the face by Rocky Fielding, at which point in time he gets deducted for taking a bullshit fight. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a big fan of Canelo Alvarez. Right now, I got him as my pound for pound one. But, oh, yeah, I can't help it, Sal. I do it all the time. I'm addicted to it. Jeff Horn is fighting this week. Yes, yes, yes. Bam Bam Boxing fighting Anthony Mundine this weekend. Damn, I got to make that video. But it'll all be for now. We ain't talked about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury at all this video. Straight up, easier fight to make. Yeah, it probably is, but who knows? God dang, it seems mighty hard to make. Now, if I'm arguing it for Terence Crawford, I would be like, damn, it obviously ain't that easy to make because you ain't got the fight, did you? That's the retort to that one, dog. But nah, Canelo can't please everyone. No, he can't please everyone, dog. Domo Easy said he answered my question. Let me back up to Domo Easy. Because he signed with Bob Arum since the start, Bud is a loyal dude, which is why he still lives in his neighborhood. Crickets. Do you hear the crickets? Crick, 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 crick. It's a bad cricket, but that's because he's a loyal dude. Ain't got nothing to do with $3.5 million guaranteed. Got nothing to do with, I think he's loyal $3.5 million guaranteed. He just got $3.56 million for Jose Benavidez and guaranteed 3 fights a year for 3 years. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is $27 million. Round up to $30 million guaranteed, dog. It's the $30 million guaranteed, dude. It's the $30 million guaranteed. That's why he did it, dog. And that's why Bomac said it. $3.5 million guaranteed for 3 fights a year. That's why he did it. That's why he did it. Exactly. Guaranteed take care of his family. And he's supposed to. Damn it. He's supposed to. Man, Terence Crawford beat the shit out of me. I might have slapped his ass if he didn't take $3.56 million guaranteed. They were like, look, dude, all questions answered, dude. $10 million after taxes, I'll still take it. I'll still take it. That's a lot of dough, man. I'm not faulting him for that part of it. Yeah, people believe Arum, dog, is, I don't understand that, dog, right? And Bob, that's the funny thing. When they were talking about it, Bob Arum didn't act like he wanted that fight. Bob Arum was like, real quiet, dog. But Bob Arum, I think people need to get off Bob Arum because Bob Arum like 100 years old now, dude. Bob Arum he forgot he even said dude, people need to start talking about Todd DeBuff. Red, a.k.a. Yellow Man, it's going down Saturday night. Bomb Squad, I'm looking forward to it. Spence can make $3 million in 2 or 3 fights. Sometimes you have to bet on yourself. Yeah, but damn, that money was there, dog. The bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. God, dog, which is why Anthony Joshua's a fucking moron. He got $30 million guaranteed. Fannon, Bob, a lawyer. Hey, he's all, yeah. Bob, that ain't the Bob ain't practiced law in fucking 40 years. Ray Mancini killed somebody. Yeah, that shit can happen, dog. In a mismatch, that shit will happen. Justin Valdespino, Fannon, Bub would make Danny look silly in the ring, but said $3 million, I'll fight him. But he already got 3. Oh, yeah, I would too. $3 million. No, I wouldn't. I'm not fighting anybody in a professional boxing match for $3 million. It's official. Because cats my age are dying from that shit. You're not supposed to take no shot to the head like that. And I want to live. No. No, they would have. They if I got it, if somebody gave me that money, it would be immediately apparent that the fight got fixed because I would jump my ass to my knees before that motherfucker hit me in the head, dog. Oh no, oh no, I'm jumping right to sleep. Oh, people, that's why it's like, oh yeah, I'm diving, diving quick. Soon as I throw a little jab, he faint, he hit me with a jab, I'm down, dog. I do that. Y'all ever saw what's my man's name? Emmanuel Augustus, formerly Emmanuel Burton. When he took that dive, that dude didn't even lay a glove on him, and he was like, shit was hilarious, dog. Would you? Hell yeah, telegraph the shit out of it. Do not hit me. I might even say the shit. Please don't hit me. Jump my ass down. Dog, my body is, I'm too old to take a shot like that, dog. I jump quick, dog. Spence gonna turn Dallas into Vegas. That's what's up. Oh, anyone see Chuck Liddell's fight? I didn't see it. That's what made me think of that, dog. You're not supposed to take that, dog. You're not supposed to do that. Oh, Devon Penn says it's been real for now. Great debate. Keep doing your thing. Thanks, Devon Penn, man. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for showing up. Hey, man. I'm a big Terence Crawford fan, man. I really am, dog. I'm stuck between things. So Michael Spinks did that against me. I think he really got hit at least once. Ray J is going for Tyson Fury. Hey, good for him, man. Yes, sir. Let me make sure I got it. Hey, man, but look, I got to roll out of here. Saying I'm paying for Wilder Fury. I hope you guys do too. I absolutely am, man. Representing that fight, definitely do it. Hey, look, if you guys are not subscribed, please subscribe. Please subscribe, hit the bell icon. And look, man, if we can have these good debates, I really appreciate you Terence Crawford fans today. Other fellow Terence Crawford fans, because if you're respectful, we can go back and forth and have a really good conversation about it, man. You know what I mean? Oh, hell no. No, Sal. No, Sal. Pay for the fight. Hey, it's all right. You got to do you, man. Oh, for 9, you can fight a minimum weight guy? Them little 105-pound motherfuckers are not hitting me in my head. Hell to the no. No. My head ain't taking no shots from no professional boxers. No. Especially with these Antonio Margarito type motherfuckers out here. And all these drugs, you don't know what these dudes are on. You're not hitting me in the head. It ain't worth it, dog. I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to live, okay? I'm living vicariously through the ass whoopings that other people give to other people, okay? And as I live vicariously through watching people hand out ass whoopings, I get served by the caution delivered by the people receiving them ass whoopings. And them ass whoopings are severe, dog. Did you see when Deontay Wilder hit Luis Ortiz's head and it went like this? That shit, he hit him. That shit went here. That shit went back here. And then he went boop to the knee. Dog, that shit. Did you hear when Adrian Bronner, being the off-time ass that he is, punched that dude in the head? They just followed the camera, right? And I heard the sound of the punch. I was like, God, he broke something. It didn't even sound like a normal punch. It just sounded like crush. It's like he crushed. So it's like he crushed a pop can or something on that dude's head. Hell no, dude. I'm not taking no punches by these dudes. Oh, for now, who you got, Rougarou or Josh Taylor? I'm leaning towards Rougarou. My heart's with Rougarou. I can't even make an objective. I think Josh Taylor's a beast, man. And anybody at 140 pounds is going to have a ton of problems with Josh Taylor. The Tartan Tornado can fight. My heart's with Rougarou because he's from New Orleans and his wife comes to the channel. He's been on the channel before. My heart's with the Rougarou. There you go. Oh, you should fight Boxing Eagle or Dante's Nation for that? Hell no. You see how big Dante is? You see how big that motherfucker is? He ain't hitting me either. Hell no. I'm not fighting. If you put your hands on me, you will regret it immediately. But let me tell you why you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it because I'm going to take this shit right here and bop your ass in the eyeball with that shit. I'm not fighting you. I'm gonna take this motherfucker and put it through your eyeball. I'm not doing that, or I'm gonna get you. I'm not fighting you. No, you're not hurting me. You're not. No, it's not happening. No physical harm. You get in my space as soon as it looks that way. Okay, get your ass up off me, dog. Hell no, dog. Dante versus Ness, two big motherfuckers. I'm not fighting none of these dudes, dog. You ain't fighting me. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to told you. You're not fighting me. You get them near me, it's dog. No, it's not happening, dog. It's not happening the way you want it to happen, dog. Ah, man, I like them dudes, man. Fannon versus Clarissa Shields. I ain't fighting that chick. That shit will fuck you up. Hell no. I'm not, man, please, dude. I ain't fighting Clarissa Shields. I ain't fighting Chris Cyborg. I'm not fighting Emmanuel Nunes. I'm not fighting Ann Wolf. I'm not fighting no fucking body. I'm not fighting no fucking body unless you put your hands on me, okay? And Zeus. See, I'm calling my dog. You come in this motherfucker, you fight him. Okay? He's out the other room. Fight Zeus. They can get paid. You come out, get past Zeus. You get past Zeus. You ain't gonna want to fight me. Ooh, dude. Fannon, you think you could take a few of these boxing channels, dog? I ain't fighting nobody, dog. Trust me. All right? I promise you. All I'm gonna say is this. It ain't easy money, friend. It's not easy money. Okay? Not easy money. And I'm not fighting you with these. It's not gonna work. Okay? This is not happening. Okay? It's not happening. This will happen before this happens. Okay? Get your ass up off me, dude. I'm not fucking around with you. Shit. I'm not fucking around with you, dog. Oh, for now, would you fight Wilder for $50 million? No. I'm not going to live. No. He's not hitting me. Dude, no. I'd have to cut a deal. All right. Will you just hit me in the arm? Like, you hit me? No, because he might fuck some shit up in my stomach. I mean, no. I might be bleeding or some shit. No. My life is worth more than $50 million. And when that dude said, look, man, it's scary, the power I have to hurt somebody, and this dude is 5 inches. This dude is 5 inches taller than me. He's years younger, professionally trained to fight, and is beating the piss out of dudes who are fuck no. You're not hitting me. I'm not even using this with him. I'm going down to the pawn shop, homie, and getting a permit. I'm in Texas now. I'm gonna get a permit. I'm gonna have it on my hip. No. Now, would I fight somebody's mama for $50 million? Then I would just have to be like, well, now I have to feel guilty. But I'm taking that money. Anyway, it is what it is, man. I appreciate everybody coming to the channel, man. I'm just been kidding, man. You can hurt even worse than a. Oh, you can. I'm not playing with none of these dudes, no. No, sir. For now, how much you weigh? How much weight you plan to drop? I'm not really trying to I'm not really working on the weight issue. I mean, I'm really working on just body, like I want to get my body fat. I'm trying to build muscle, but get my body fat down to like 20%, 20, between 20 and 25% body fat is what I'm aiming for. And I'm weight training and watching the times that I eat to do that. I'm not working on the weight because every time I've gotten down to like 200 pounds, dude, just trying to lose weight. And I felt miserable. I felt like every time you went, like you could blow on me and I would fall over. I don't ever want to feel like that again. I'd rather be a little heavier, but feel strong than be 200 pounds and, 190, 200 pounds and look real thin in my clothes, and as soon as you brush me, I fall on my face. I don't want to do that. But all right, man, I got to get out of here. Peace.